Jake Noecker here with Home of Fight, rocking my best American trousers for the White House card, and we got Kyle Daukaus at Forge MMA. Kyle, how we doing, man? Big card.
Doing good, yeah. It's been a long camp. I did a 10-week camp this time as opposed to an 8-week camp. You know, it's hitting right now, but it's good. Everything's coming together.
I know you were scheduled to fight Vicente Luque. Obviously, they gave you this instead. I guess, kind of how did that all come about? Was this good news to you? Luque still an option in the future? You know the deal.
Yeah, so, I mean, I literally signed the Luque fight on Monday, and they called me Tuesday. My manager called me on Tuesday. I had a missed call from him, so I was like, what the hell? Like, it's either good or bad. He said Hunter wanted to talk to me, so I was like a little bit more worried just because he wanted to talk to me, but he called me and he was like, I like your story. You know, he likes me as a fighter and stuff like that. Kind of just like glazed me a little bit. Felt nice. It felt nice. But yeah, he said he wanted to put me on the White House card and fight Bo Nickal, and I was like, all right, cool, but like I just signed the fight Luque, so what are we gonna do here? And he was like, we're just gonna take you off that card just so we don't have any cuts or bruises or bumps, and then we'll put you on that one.
Well, the press conference is in the books. You guys faced off down in Newark. So I guess first impression seeing Bo that close. In my opinion, I couldn't believe he was clean shaven. I never seen that before.
Yeah, threw us all off a little bit. Has some hair, clean shaven, a little unrecognizable. But no, it was nice to see him. I saw him at MSG. I didn't really get too close to him at MSG, so it was nice to have a face-off and kind of like measure myself up against him. But yeah.
I guess I'll just put it bluntly. What is it like fighting someone that the President of the United States probably wants to beat you?
I mean, it is what it is. He can have fans. I mean, I'm sure everybody that is rooting for him wants him to beat me, but I have all these people that want me to beat him. So just as equal. It doesn't really matter as the president. I'll just say sorry that I beat him, but that's about it.
Now, can you turn Trump into a fan here? You know, obviously he'll be a little upset maybe if Bo Nickal loses, but American Kyle Daukaus coming in there and do it. Could that maybe turn the tide there?
It could. I think a good finish would kind of get him on my side.
Obviously, MMA fans are fickle, to say the least. I don't know if you've seen them being like, Kyle Daukaus, you just criticism. I know I saw, Sean O'Malley didn't get a question. Kyle Daukaus got questions. Do you feel like you need to prove fans wrong here at all?
I mean, not really. I know where my career is. I'm here for a reason. I'm 2-0 since my return. I'm riding the 6-fight win streak, I believe. So I have a lot of momentum on my back, and this whole game is about momentum and consistency, so that's what I'm at.
What's up, bud? You're good.
Hi,
No, he's good there.
Oh,
You
really?
can't even see him. We're talking to a child. You can't even see him off camera. Bo Nickal. Anytime someone fights Bo Nickal, wrestling comes up, obviously. D1 Penn State. So what have you done to prepare specifically for the wrestling aspect of the fight?
I mean, I'm just doing what I can, honestly. I can't really focus in too much on how heavy his wrestling is because when we get to the ground, there's jiu-jitsu as well. I have a couple of D1 wrestlers coming in that I'm training with. I'm going down to Marquez a lot to get sparring and wrestling down there. They have a lot of Eastern European guys that are studs. I'm training with one guy, Samander, who's 11-0, a middleweight, and the dude's wrestling is ridiculous. So it's good. So I know if I'm defending takedowns against him, I have no doubt I can defend a takedown against Bo.
And if it does hit the ground, I mean, is it one of those situations where his grappling is that good? Or, I mean, I'm asking this because of other people. I know your credentials, but do you feel like your jiu-jitsu, your grappling can actually contend to maybe beat his on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's. We see that in wrestling. They're just trying to pin you on your back and hold you there. They don't really know how to finish anything. He has a submission win over Jamie Pickett, as I do too. So I mean, it doesn't really show that much, I think. But no, I'm not worried.
Not all wrestling, though. I mean, coming off a head kick knockout win, I guess how do you feel about Bo Nickal's striking specifically?
It's improving every single fight. I mean, Rodolfo kind of turned into a punching bag after the first half a minute. So, I mean, there's nothing really you can look at that. And then when he fought the other guy that they knocked out, I can't think of his name, on 7 days notice or whatever. I mean, these guys are just guys that he's knocking out. Nothing really crazy. I mean, I beat Pereira and beat GM3, guys who were veterans in the sport, who are very talented. And I think my resume of fighters stacks up heavily against this.
How do you see this fight going down? Does the wrestling play a part in this? Are you able to evade it? What's your prediction in that sense?
I mean, we've seen the Strickland fight kind of go that way. I feel like the fight could go that way. I'm not preparing for it to be that way. I'm going to go at him as soon as the cage door closes. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table to bring out the best in me, and hopefully I'm bringing out the best in him.
A part of the fight, just because, again, fans really wondering, why not Colby Covington? I guess because of Colby. Colby was getting loud there. He wanted to be on the White House card. Now Colby just retired the other day, or at least that's what the UFC said, and apparently he confirmed it. So what are your thoughts on all that there with Colby?
I think it's just noise, to be honest. I think Bo was looking for an easier fight, an easier matchup. I would too if I was in Bo's shoes. But yeah, I think it was just all noise. I will come out and say that I actually did message Colby, and I was like, "Yo, dude, what do you think about maybe walking me out to the fight? Just kind of like get the fans liking it, maybe get it kind of in Bo's head." He agreed to it, but I was like, maybe I'll just like back off of this a little bit. And we kind of just like I told my manager about it, and we kind of just got away from it. But no, he's retired. He's retired, so it is what it is.
But Colby did say, yeah, he would walk out with you potentially to fight Bo Nickal.
Yeah, he said he would, and then he told Ariel that he was going to do it, and then Ariel tried to like say that it was me doing it. But yeah, I did have some messages back and forth with him, but nah, that shit's all sailed.
And big giant card, very cliche question. You'll get asked this a million more times, but like, just what are your thoughts on the card, the spectacle, you being on this overall?
I think it's pretty crazy, like to think about. It's really like a once in a lifetime kind of thing, probably with the UFC. It's going to be huge. Obviously, it's on the president's birthday, which makes it that much better. Celebrating 250, which is crazy as well. It's outside at the White House. I mean, you couldn't have written my story any better to go out there and perform and put a highlight reel finish in there.
Did you see Dana? He's obviously not an East Coast guy. He wasn't used to the bugs when he was checking it out.
I heard about that.
What do you do if there's swarms of gnats? Like, does that affect you? Like, what are your thoughts there?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I think they'll have it handled. I mean, hopefully they'll have it handled. But I don't think it's going to be like a here comes the boom kind of thing. Like it's raining and they're fighting in the rain. But I think they're going to have it settled, hopefully. I mean, I'm sure if they have any issues, they'll delay it or they'll move it. Hopefully not. But I think if they do what they do, then they'll be fine.
Another criticism, which I didn't even really understand, I thought the fight kits were kind of cool. I didn't hate them. Did you hate them? What are your thoughts on the fight kits?
I mean, they're all right. They're all right. They're not my choice, my first choice. But, you know, I'm not here to kind of pick out what I should wear. I'm just here to fight. I did see that they made like a big deal saying that the fighters would get like personalized fight kits, I think, for it before, and then they came out with this stuff. I mean, it's nice, it represents America well, but I feel like all of us should have gotten like a little bit personal on the shorts or something.
What would Kyle Daukaus customized shorts be?
Probably just Philadelphia stuff, representing Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia is like the heart of the USA, of where it started. So yeah, I feel like would be something, but here we are.
What a segue, because my next question is, I mean, you beat Bo Nickal. You got to assume rankings, big names next. So ideally, what is next for you? Are you eyeing that UFC Philly card?
I won't lie and say that I am not looking at it. I am, obviously.
Quick turnaround.
It's quick. My wife, according to my wife, it's like 9 weeks away. So she was like, "Yo, you could take the next week off and then you get back in there and fight in Philly."
Catherine, you're based.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could, but I mean, the UFC's being super nice to me. They gave me a new contract and everything, so I'm very grateful for that. If all goes well, when all goes well, and I get the victory on June 14th, I mean, if I don't have any cuts or bruises, I'm more than happy to fight on the card. I'm not going to push for it because it is kind of close. I don't want to do back-to-back camps and drain my body or anything like that. But again, you know, it's something I'm eyeing. But again, all eyes are on June 14th.
New contract before this fight. How many fights?
Yeah. So I'm signing. I can't say. I'm just signing a new deal. But yeah, I'm very grateful for the UFC and Hunter. Thank you guys for the contract. It's amazing. It's really it's been very crazy life story that I've had as far as like fighting and stuff, and to be where I am, being treated well from the UFC, it's good.
Well, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. And talking about potential next fights for you, is there anybody in that middleweight division, maybe even top 10, top 15, that really stands out, or at least some guys you think would be a good fight?
Yeah, I mean, I think I stack up well against all the guys in the middleweight division right now. Obviously, training with Joey, he's not an option to fight. So, I mean, all the other guys are kind of open. I do have my eyes set on Brendan Allen, though. I did lose the fight to him on my debut, like the first time I ever got signed. But that was on 10 days' notice. I definitely feel like this is something that I'm going to get back. Something I'm looking forward to. Something hopefully we can get done. If not after this fight, then later in the end of the year. Does
Brendan Allen get by Edmund Shabazian?
I mean, I would say so. I would think he does. I think his grappling's good. Edmund can bang, but I think Allen's jiu-jitsu is kind of superior to that.
Again, the Bo Nickal build. You build off that with, let's say, I don't know if I said Bo Nickal build. I meant to say Bo Nickal win. You build off that with a Brendan Allen win. Keep going up the ranks. What is your timeline to that title? How close do you think you are?
I mean, if all goes well and we get a victory June 14th, I would say probably maybe potentially the end of next year if there's no holdup with the division or anything like that. And all goes well, I just keep winning and just keep, getting good finishes and everything like that, as long as Yeah, as long as that stuff happens, I don't see it not happening at the end of next year.
And I've asked you this before, who the hardest fight in the middleweight division is for you, and you said Khamzat. Do you still feel that way, even after the Sean Strickland fight?
I mean, I would say so. I think it's just like, I think his weight cut kind of affected him a little bit. I mean, I've had bad weight cuts as well, and the next performance afterwards is rough. I will agree to that. But again, that just shows that like the wrestling isn't everything. If you can defend takedowns and get these guys tired, they all crumble and they all become fearful. So
something you're working on for your fight, am I right?
That's right. That's right.
Did that surprise you though, Khamzat versus Strickland?
Yeah, I mean, I was there. Watching the fight. It was pretty crazy, like the fans and everything. In that second round, when Khamzat pulled guard, it was like everybody freaked out, dude. Yeah. But I think that was the way it would have went if in the later rounds. Like I could have seen Strickland kind of getting wrestled for 3 rounds and then the second round happening and then him being dominant the last 2. But I was surprised it happened so quickly.
Last thing I want to do, I told you to prepare, so because it's a lot. All right, well he didn't prepare.
I'm trying.
Well, the question or the text I sent you earlier is we're going to do a United States of America Combat Sports Mount Rushmore. Again, I have mine I'll give afterwards, but I have a WWE guy on there. I have boxers on there. It doesn't have to just be UFC. So who are your top 4 American fighters?
Joe Frazier, Ric Flair, Tom Brady, and...
See, Tom Brady's not a fighters. Cut that out. You're an Eagles fan, man.
I know, but...
No, get Tom Brady out of here. We got Joe Frazier and Ric Flair. Jeez, Kyle.
Joe Frazier, Ric Flair... Ugh. This is tough. I'm on the spot now. It's tough.
I can edit, too. That it doesn't have to be 3 minutes straight of staring. You think about it.
Who do you have?
Well, my list, I got John Jones.
Okay.
Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
I did Hulk Hogan. Not because he's the best, but there's no more American motherfucker than that. Yeah. And then boxing, I'm a boxing casual, so the fans can pick whether it's Tyson, Ali, or who else did I have on there? Floyd Mayweather. So, that's mine. 2 UFC guys, a boxer, and a WWE guy. But you got Ric Flair and Joe Frazier right now.
Ric Flair, Joe Frazier, Daniel Cormier, and man, I'll say who represents America well. Colby? Yeah, Colby. Yeah. No. God, this is tough, dude. Chael Sonnen. So we got Ric Flair. Woo! Joe Frazier.
No, you got it wrong. Ric Flair, Joe Frazier, Daniel Cormier, Chael Sonnen. A lot of fans are going to say Daniel Cormier over John Jones. Are you crazy?
I think he represents America a little bit better than John Jones does,
I respect it. Kyle, I appreciate the time as always, man. Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me in the gym. Anything before I get you out of here ahead of the USA card?
Just thank you to everybody that's supporting me. Thank you to Alp. Alp's been a sponsor of mine as well. Sippy Elixirs is helping me out as well. Just very thankful for all these guys. I'm very grateful for my life and where I'm right now. Shout out to my wife, my 2 boys at home. She's holding down the fort while I'm training for this camp. She'll be at the fight, so that'll be good too. But yeah, just grateful for everybody and all the support.
And Americans, you separate the politics. If you love Donald Trump, it's his birthday. Tune in. If you hate Donald Trump, distract yourself. Tune into some fights. June 14th, UFC White House. Kyle Daukaus. My man.